In this lesson, we are going to practice adding and subtracting integers and other rational numbers. So first off, what is an integer? An integer is a fancy way of saying a positive or negative whole number. Okay, that's all that is. It's just not with a decimal or a fraction to it. Rational numbers, well, the base part of rational numbers is ratio. And ratio stands for fraction. So rational numbers are fractions. Now, when adding or subtracting them, there's basic rules to follow. Okay? If we're adding 3 plus 5, that's our most basic type of problem. If we have 3 of something and then we get 5 more of it, we have a total of 8. I don't really have any tricks to teach you that one. You're just adding. When adding two negative numbers like -3 and -5, I mean, I guess a good analogy could be football. If you lost 3 yards in the first play, so -3, and then you lost 5 yards on the second play, how much did you lose altogether? Well, you lost 8 yards, so -8. What about when one is positive and one is negative? If we have 3 plus -5, when there's one positive, one negative, actually what you should do is subtract them and then take the sign of the bigger number. So if I subtract them, I would do 5 take away 3 is 2. But since the 5 is bigger than the 3 and the 5 is negative, my final answer would be a -2. Same thing with the last one. Subtract them again. But now, because the 5 is still bigger, but this time positive, our answer is a +2. You don't have to put the positive sign, but I'm doing it just to show you. Okay, 7.4 plus -9.5. We have one positive, one negative, so we subtract them. So 9.5 minus 7.4 gives us 2.1. But because the 9.1, the bigger number, is negative, our answer is actually a -2.1 for this one. With fractions, you must have a common denominator. Here we do. So we know our answer is going to be something out of 5. So really what we have to look at is the -2 and the 4. So one's positive, one's negative, so we subtract them. The 4 is the bigger number and positive, so our answer is a +2. So our final answer would be 2/5. Now our last one is a little more difficult because we must find a common denominator for it. So first, let me just move some stuff around to create some room. Let me try that again. Bear with me. Now we got the whole thing. Okay. For the last one, we have -3/8 plus -2/3. First thing we have to do is find a common denominator. So I'm going to multiply the one on the left by 3/3 and the one on the right by 8/8 so that I can rewrite it as -9/24 plus -16/24. Now they have the same denominator. So we don't add them, we just write 24. We have two negative numbers we're adding, so we add them together and we'd get -25/24 for that one.